Today, I'm visiting the worst rated NBA stadiums in real life to see if they actually deserve their rating or not. Starting off first with the Spectrum Center, home of the Charlotte Hornets. We're here because this is the worst rated stadium in the league. But this is only one of the 3 worst stadiums me and my brother will be visiting today, with one goal: to see if they truly deserve their 1-star rating or not. Entering our first arena for the Hornets, the complaints start right once you enter the building, specifically the team store. This is Bryce saying, "It doesn't have a lot of great options and it's so expensive, so finding what you want can be a bit of an issue." But let me tell you, stepping inside, I was so surprised. Bro, what is he talking about? Alright, so Bryce was talking about the prices a lot. So for something like this, for example, the jacket, let's see how much this is. $155. I mean, saying it didn't have a lot of options is crazy. Like, everywhere you go, there's options. What is this doing here in the team's store? Got a LaMelo bobblehead. Can we find some? I mean, how much is this? This is what? This is 30 bucks. That's not bad. That's not super expensive. While the prices were okay for a team store, the options were limitless. With this review proving to be completely wrong, we were headed right into the game.
And we got Dylan saying, "Worst possible experience I could ever imagine. The crowd was dead, and honestly, the Hornets played like they were asleep."
So with this in mind, we made our way to our seats. Sit down in the seats, super padded, nice seats, crazy view. But that wasn't one of the issues here. That would be in a different stadium. With the game now going on, it was time to see how both the Hornets and crowd would fare. Start off the game, TJ, get him blocked! Get him blocked! But Luka wasn't going to make life easy. And on the other side, Brandon Miller was the only one with some life. This is a huge game. Luka, step back. Jeez! Dunk it! Hey! Already almost a 20-point lead, the Hornets and the crowd were off to a rough start. Even with the poster dunk, it wasn't looking good. There you go, there you go! Kyrie. Ain't no Kyrie is him, dude. Kyrie is him. And with the last play before half, the Hornets didn't make it any easier to cheer for them. What did they do? Down 22 points at half, Dylan's review was starting to look true. There has been zero defense, which would lead us right into halftime, where Jenna said,
"I've been to many arenas and the food is outrageous, and don't get me started on the lines. 2 poorly made sandwiches cost me and my husband $30.
But right away I can admit the lines weren't an issue. It only took us 5 minutes to order our food. Hot dog, pretzel, a Mr. Beast chocolate bar, and then just 2 water bottles after that, and then we're good. It came to a total of $45. Not cheap, but little did we know we'd face even pricier options later on. I haven't had a glizzy in like 3 years. It's not that hot, but it's pretty good. Eating everything, the only item left was the sacred Mr. Beast chocolate bar. It was mid. Overall, guys, I'm gonna agree with Jenna. The price wasn't cheap, at the same time not too expensive, and it was good. As we returned to the game in the 4th quarter, the energy in the crowd finally started to pick up. This is the chance. This is the literal chance for them to make a comeback. I was unfamiliar with your game. And Kyrie would put the dagger. That's dirty! That's dirty! A quick comeback attempt that would result in a loss marked the end of our experience at the first stadium. Overall, I give the stadium 3.5 stars. Could have been bumped up higher, but there were some minor flaws. Definitely does not deserve the 1 star. But let me tell you, some of the stadiums we'll be visiting next might not match up to this one.
Next up is the State Farm Arena, where the Hawks play the Hornets tonight. But why am I here? Well, Amir says it wasn't a good experience, security guards barked orders, and they wouldn't let me film anything. Well, Amir, I'm gonna put that to the test today, because there's a million security guards behind me.
The same issue that had almost got us kicked out of a stadium 2 months earlier. So it's time to put Amir and security to the test and vlog everything. As we made our way through the first gate of security without any issues, it was time to pass the scanners. The only problem with this, my mics were in my brother's bag. Things were starting to get stressful. With security looking, Isaiah was getting checked, even asking him to take his hat off. But with him now being cleared, the only one left was me. And with no problem, I got through. Awesome, got through easy, yo, easy. After scanning our tickets, we made it into the arena quickly. However, this was merely the first level of security cleared. We now faced our second obstacle: seating. This one's coming in from Oliver. The seating is now the worst. You were so packed in, I couldn't move. My knees were literally pressed on the seat the entire time. But we had to get to our section, which took us through the second level of security. This is the moment of truth right now. 06, we're looking good right now. Are we okay? That was so easy. Again, number 8. The padding is fine. It's not that comfy.
Leg space, very good. My legs are very long, just like Denver's. Not hitting the seats at all, so I disagree with that. Overall, I mean, the seat comfort, it's not bad. It's not the best, not the worst.
View also, too, from here is super close. After spending time in our seats, it was clear that this review wasn't true. And with the game now starting, I was trying to see the Hawks put on a show. That's cash. Yes, sir! Hey, good lay. Okay. JT Thor, wide open 3. Now, considering these seats like all right, I wonder how they're gonna be when we get to 2 for 1 coming up. 2 for 1, Trey Young could take, Trey! But that marking halftime, we grabbed some food for $32. We're gonna go sit down for a second, but it's a total of $32.46. That's expensive, I'm not gonna lie. And to our surprise, it was amazing.
Very hot, fresh, but very good, honestly.
With us now being full, it was time to hit the washrooms. And coming from gym, the bathrooms were in terrible shape the whole game. Stalls were locked because of overflowing toilets and made lines longer. Well, they were right behind me, so we had to look. I saw there was no toilets overflowing at all. That does not exist here at all. Jen.
All right, guys, they were throwing up shirts, and I got one.
I tried to snag it out of Isaiah's hands. I'm not kidding. I fell over into the guy right behind me. As the game went down to the end, we found ourselves watching the Hawks have a chance to win the game.
Good take. Ah!
He finishes this, the game is done. And then that is the dagger. Make it.
Oh, are you kidding me?
The Hornets would go down and get a foul, making both free throws to cut it to a 1-point game.
Okay, yo, Hawks got to score here. Are you kidding me? What are you doing? Where's the defense? Where's the defense?
With just 3 seconds left on the clock, the Hawks went for it.
Injection! What are you doing? What are you?
Despite the outcome, the stadium experience left us with mixed feelings. Overall, I was going to give the stadium like a 1.5 stars, but the end carried it like crazy, so it gets 2.5 stars. Now it's time for our final stadium, the Capital One Center in Washington, D.C., which it's connected to another building for entry, and clearly the fans didn't like that.
Starting off, we got Jay saying, this is the worst arena in the world. The fans remained silent throughout every quarter. It only got worse. Huge disappointment.
Now before we test that, there was multiple reviews about the cleanliness of the stadium, which I didn't see much wrong with. Yet. You could maybe even deem this as garbage, but that's literally just for the work. So aside from popcorn, I haven't even found any garbage or filth on the actual floor. But it doesn't end there. He also says the seats are worn out and filled with dirt marks. Heading to check out our seats, the jerseys were actually a decent price. So for $100, I got one. Copping a Kuzma jersey, you're about to see why. As we found our way into our section, we got to our seats. All right, we're about to test to see if the seats are worn out and or filled with dirt masks. Little bit. Right there as well, actually. That's another dirt mark, so that's actually 2 dirt marks. And make that 3 and 4. We got a couple going on, so seats are actually kind of dirty. That part is kind of true. As the starting lineups were announced, Jay was looking correct. Nobody was cheering. Listen, they just did the starting lineups. I didn't really hear anybody clap for the home team.
Yeah, not much.
Let's see how they react. That's a 3. Bang! Despite the Wizards playing well, the crowd just wasn't feeling it. That's a good take. Come on, Washington. It was louder for the Bulls. 1-point game? Why are the cheers louder for the Bulls every single time? With the game being a 3-point difference at halftime, we decided to grab some food, spending $33 in the process.
First impression?
There's literally nowhere to sit, so I'm gonna have to eat it here. For a tiny pizza, it's not bad.
Yeah, this burger tastes interesting.
And the food wasn't the only thing that didn't have a good review.
The fans don't even have a good reputation either, because this is coming from Kara, saying, I left my bag here for 1 hour getting halftime food. I came back, it wasn't there. So I got a Kuzma jersey. We're gonna test this. We're going to leave this, go to the fourth quarter, come back, and see if my jersey is still there. Put my Kuzma jersey up here. We're gonna test the people, see if they'll steal it or not. I'm gonna come back, end of the fourth quarter. I will hope that this is still here. Dude, I don't have a good feeling about this. End of the fourth quarter.
Returning to the game, it was getting
Good move.
intense.
Thank you, good move.
The Wizards were on a roll.
Good. What a block! Dave! Hey! Come on! Let's go! There's the crowd!
There it is!
With 6 minutes remaining, a timeout was called. It was time to check on the jersey.
We're literally going to check. Right now, I'm going to check right now if my jersey's still there. I'm so stressed. Please, dude. I'm like marching over. I think it's like right here. Dude. Dude! It's still here. Please, by the time the game's done, do not have this gone. Please.
Now only 1 minute left, the Bulls were on fire.
No way! No.
4-point game and 40 seconds left. The Bulls ended it.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Where did that come from? All right, we're about to see right now. Moment of truth.
Moment of truth, boys.
Is it gone? You know what? I'm gonna believe Washington. I don't think it's gone. It's literally right over there too. It's literally right over there. Bro. Are you kidding me? It is fully gone. I am not surprised. Washington, I'm gonna have to give you 1 star. I don't want to, but the food wasn't great. The game was choked away. And of course, the jersey was stolen.
Now, as bad as some of these reviews were, click this video right here as I visit the worst rated 2K team in real life.